Boomer has been, Keith Olbermann is back, looking even more unhinged than the last time we saw him. Olbermann clapped back at Joe Rogan for calling him unhinged by posting a video in which he looked completely unhinged.
They're afraid. They're afraid. Afraid.
See, Keith wants you to know that you're a terrible person for choosing to remain unvaccinated.
Time to stop coddling the people who won't get the shot.
While he's already on his first booster shot.
Booster shot. Mission accomplished.
Because the vaccine works so well.
And it is. It is time to stop coddling them. The ones who won't get the damn shot already. And our first step, you and I, is symbols, the language we use. We call these people vaccine hesitant, vaccine skeptics, anti-vax. We say they're protesting mandates and passports. They're making a personal choice. They're waiting for more information. They're making a medical decision. Bullshit! They're afraid. They're afraid to get vaccinated. Stop feeding their egos about what they're doing. Stop legitimizing it. Vaccine hesitant, they're afraid.
Well, I was vaccine hesitant, but after this old man with crazy eyes yelled at me for 2 minutes, I've changed my mind.
Afraid!
Inject me now! Now that I've been calmly reassured by this placid picture of prudence, I'll be booking my appointment immediately.
The snowflakes are afraid!
Hello, is that 2016? Yeah, I'd like to report the theft of an insult.
Vaccine skeptics? They're afraid. Anti-vax, they're afraid. They're protesting mandates and passports. They're afraid. They're making a personal choice. They're afraid. They're waiting for more information. Afraid. They're making a medical decision to be afraid. Afraid of the vaccine. Afraid of being proved wrong. Afraid of doing what anybody else in the world tells them to do. Afraid of needles.
Oh, piss off. Hundreds of thousands of US troops haven't taken the vaccine. Is that because they're afraid of needles? I'd like to see Olbermann tell just one of the 25% of US Marine Corps personnel who haven't taken the jab that they're afraid to their face.
Afraid!
In some areas of America, 50% of nurses who fought COVID on the front lines haven't taken the shot. Are they afraid, Keith?
Afraid!
According to Olbermann, who else is afraid? According to the CDC, as of October 4th, only 46% of black Americans had received at least one shot of the COVID jab. So according to Olbermann, over half of the African American population is afraid.
Afraid!
Can we send Olbermann to the south side of Chicago to tell them all to their face that they're a bunch of pussies? I'd like to see that. And to top it all off, he's angrily lecturing us all from his multi-million-dollar penthouse overlooking Central Park. Yeah, that righteously indignant Edward R. Murrow man of the people impersonation doesn't really work when you're punching down, you prat.
We have to stop coddling the morons who will not get the shot. We start by calling them what they are. They are all snowflakes and cowards and idiots and losers, and most importantly, they are afraid.
I'll tell you what I'm not afraid of, unlike you it seems. A virus which in my age group, if I get it, I have a 99.8% chance of survival. And anyway, Keith, if you're fully vaxxed with your little booster shot and everything, then why do you appear to be, what's the word? Oh yeah, afraid. This is a crank who's so self-deluded, he spent the Trump years calling himself the Resistance, while laboriously peddling literal deep state fake news talking points about the Russian collusion hoax. What happened, Keith? You used to take on the mass surveillance and the illegal wars under both Bush and Obama. Now you're just a bloviating, drooling mouthpiece for Big Pharma and the Biden White House. Relentless official propaganda demonizing the unvaccinated is being pumped out by the corporate and state media, government leaders, health officials, and shrieking fanatics on social media. The unvaccinated are the new official untermenschen, an underclass of subhuman others the new normal masses are being conditioned to hate. The tweet that accompanied Olbermann's video is almost as cringe. Hey Joe Rogan, nice to hear you pause from gargling goat urine or whatever you did instead of overcoming your fear of the vaccine to call me unhinged. for pointing out what terrified snowflakes you and your clown car of followers are. He's really pissed off about that unhinged thing. Goat urine is a reference to Rogan taking ivermectin after he caught COVID. CNN then deliberately lied in claiming that Rogan had taken horse dewormer.
Bro, do I have to sue CNN?
I don't know, do you?
They're making shit up. They keep saying I'm taking horse dewormer. I literally got it from a doctor.
When ivermectin has actually been prescribed to 250 million humans. During an appearance on his podcast yesterday, CNN's Sanjay Gupta was confronted by Rogan over his news network's blatant disinfo.
Why would they lie and say that's horse dewormer? I can afford people medicine, motherfucker. This is ridiculous. It's just a lie.
I don't think anyone is...
But don't you think that a lie like that is dangerous on a news network when you know that they know they're lying?
Gupta flailed around for 2 minutes before having to eventually admit that yes, CNN did lie deliberately.
Do you think that's a problem, that your news network lies?
Well, I don't.
Dude.
What did they say?
They lied
What did
and
they
said
say?
I was taking horse dewormer.
Well-
Just outright lied about me taking horse dewormer.
They shouldn't have said that.
So no, Olbermann, Rogan didn't gargle goat piss. He took a routinely prescribed drug, the precursor of which won a Nobel Prize in medicine. And obviously the only person afraid here is you. Afraid of your increasingly desperate irrelevance after having lost your MSNBC show all those years ago.
Afraid!
Enjoy your little booster shots, Keith, but as far as trying to intimidate and bully people into mandatory medical procedures, mind your own fucking business. My body, my choice, bitch, so swivel on it. And unfortunately for you, your increasingly demented outbursts aren't convincing anyone.